Dip nets were one of the methods used by many of the tribes in the Pacific Northwest, specifically in the Columbia Basin, where we had many tributary streams that were fast running, rapidy type tributaries. And a lot of the streams also had waterfalls, such as Spokane, Celilo, and Kettle Falls, and many other fast areas in the main stem Columbia where this type of fishing method was prevalent. These nets that I have here are made for smaller tributary streams. And the way that these work is that you put the net in the water and you go with the current, you go with the flow of the stream, as you'll see in the video. And you just don't do it blindly like you expect a fish to instantly get into your net. You're looking for places on the river bottom where fish are going to be holding as they're migrating upstream. So you're looking behind boulders, you're looking in deep pockets of pools or slots in the bottom of the river where fish are going to be resting out of the current. And with these type of nets, because they're kind of narrow, you can get your hoop into those spots and find those fish. And historically, nets were normally made out of a native hemp that was found throughout the basin. But now, since we have a lot of land development, farming, grazing, and whatnot, a lot of these areas where that native plant was found is really scarce. And it was woven into twine and ropes. But these are more made with conventional style materials, such as this net here that I made for my kids so that they could fish with me. I used a lighter weight lodgepole pole made out of lodgepole pine. The hoop is smaller so that they can lift this, but the net is made out of a 130-pound monofilament. How this works is when you're fishing on the bottom of the river, when a fish enters the net, it tries to turn and swim back out. But when it does, it pulls on the net. When it does that, there's a buckskin trigger that's here. So when the fish pulls on the the trigger separates, the net collapses, and your fish is stuck in the hoop. And then you pull them in as fast as you can before they can find their way out and get away. So that's how this works. This larger pole here has a different type of net that's made out of stainless steel cable that's used for downrigger fishing. And this here has a little bit larger size square mesh for larger fish, but operates on the same concept. When salmon swim into the net, they try and turn, their snout gets caught, they pull, and the net collapses around the fish. And with this net here, I've had as many as 6 salmon in as one time. Or I've caught 2 fish at one time that were each 25 pounds and I almost got yanked into the river. And there are times when people do get yanked into the river. Sometimes you might catch a big boulder, and with that fast running water, you gotta watch your footing, you gotta be careful how you fish so you don't get pulled in. And that's the dip net.